Ohio State Marching Band is getting ready for a long New Year's Day in Pasadena, California. The day starts with the Tournament of Roses parade and then moves down to the Rose Bowl for the college football playoff quarterfinal between the Buckeyes and top-ranked Oregon.
Yeah, I believe we have to meet at 4:45, so I'll probably get up around 3:45 or 4, and then it'll be a very long day. I believe we're supposed to get back to our hotel around 7 or so, and then have some free time after that. But so it'll be a very long, like 15-hour day. But we're pretty used to long days, so I think everyone's pretty prepared for it.
So I'll get up 2 hours before the time we report. I'll have to check the itinerary to make sure of that time, but I'll get up, get ready. We'll kind of wake each other up in our room since we get to room together, get the energy going, get us kind of excited, and eat a little bit, get ready to go, and then we'll take a lot of pictures. Honestly, we'll go to the parade, take pictures, get to see the sights, everything. If there's another band around us, we'll get to talk to them, take pictures, get to meet, and then when we do the thing, we'll just put on performance mode and get it done, basically.
While most Buckeye fans are focused mostly on the game, the band had to put in some extra work this week to get ready for the famous turn in the parade route at the corner of Orange Grove and Colorado. It's a maneuver the band only ever uses in one place.
Well, we got to practice that because we only ever do it if we're in the Rose Bowl, and so now that we're here, we got to do the special turn, and it's a cool thing to do, and we don't normally do it, so we got to practice it a bunch before we get to the actual parade itself.
Now, no pressure now, but this bespoke turn happens right in front of the cameras for the national networks that will be broadcasting the parade.
I guess the whole premise of it is that everybody turns at different points, so everybody needs to make sure they know exactly when they need to turn in order for it to look correct and for it to be correct and look impressive to the audience. So that's probably why we have to practice it so much, because everybody has their own individual turn.
Fortunately, I'm in the one file, which we get to mark time while everybody's doing all the things. So I just kind of wait. I know in the music when I'm supposed to go, but I'm also watching with my peripheral vision, and it's just 2 after. And then the people in front of you, it's 2 after for the turn. I watch the drill on our iPads like over and over again to kind of have an idea of it. And then we've ran it a bunch. So I feel pretty good about that turn. It's exciting. I think it looks cool, and it works really well considering how big that turn is.
And yes, you did hear that correctly. Members of the band go back and watch film just like the football team.
We do watch film, yeah. We have video, we have awesome student staff, they record us, and we get to see the things that we need to change, and then our iPads show what it's supposed to look like, so if we're seeing it's not looking like it's supposed to look, then we know what to change. And then while we're performing, we're looking at each other, we're guiding to the form, we know what it's supposed to look like. So it's a lot of thinking while you're doing it.
And just like top athletes, being in the band can be a little nerve-wracking when it's time to perform.
So I'm a little nervous, but once we get into like performance mode, it's kind of like you flip a switch and it's like, okay, let's do the thing. It's kind of, you can still feel the excitement, but while you're doing it, the energy is great. I know that performing in the Rose Bowl is still my favorite performance I've done before. We performed Rush way back when, and it was my favorite performance to this day. I still watch it back. I'm like, this was so cool. So I'm just really excited. So once we're actually on the field, it's just going to turn into excitement, but for now it's nerves, hoping everything goes as planned.
Performing in the Rose Bowl? That makes things even more special.
It feels special. I can feel like, they call it the granddaddy of them all. So I'm like, I know that this is special. I can feel kind of the weight that goes with it. And also it's even more exciting that it's a playoff game. And it's against Oregon. So all of that is really, really exciting.
And the band is just as invested in the football team's success as any fan, maybe even more so. Because if the Buckeyes keep winning, the band gets to keep playing at each playoff game.
You come into band to do band, and then once we're here at Ohio State, it's like, I need to learn football. I want to know everything. I want to know everything that's going on. Like we have some people in the band that are like super football focused. So we're like, what's this mean? What's this? What are they doing? What play? What might they do? Like we're just trying to think about it all the time. We're like, we get super excited, and then when things go well, screaming as loud as possible. So I'd say that we're huge football fans.
Here's a little sneak preview of the band's halftime show, honoring the music of Earth, Wind, and Fire.
This afternoon, the Ohio State University Marching Band takes you back to the 70s, and they've told the DJ it's time to slice it up right by playing some of our favorite tunes sung by a band whose music cuts across jazz, R&B, soul, funk, and Afro-pop, to name a few. Buckeye Nation, let me tell you, the boogie down is now. So let this groove set in your shoes and just move yourself to Earth, Wind, and Fire. First sung by the Beatles, here is the Earth, Wind & Fire take on Got to Get You Into My Life. Do you remember when TBDBITL turned the Rose Bowl into a boogie wonderland? The music of Earth, Wind & Fire. Show designed by Dr. Christopher Hope, with arrangements by Dr. Ted McDaniel and percussion by Mark Reynolds. I'm Wesley Clark. Thank you, and OH!